Hello children, let's come back to our maths class. Today we are going to continue with a new exercise. Yes, we have finished exercise 2.4 and today we are going to deal with a new exercise, that is exercise 2.5. This is a very easy exercise. We have only two sums over here and one will be done by me as a classwork and one you are going to do as a homework. The sum is very interesting and this is just an application of your quadratic. Like we have to solve the equation and we have to find out the points and we have to plot a number line and we are going to get the answer. Are you ready children? Shall we go for exercise 2.5? Okay, let's start exercise 2.5. Take down your classwork, write down today's date, give the heading exercise 2.5. As I have already told you that first question will be done by me and the second question will be done by you. So take down the homework first. Before we go to the classwork, today you are going to write down the homework question. Take down. From exercise 2.5, sum number 2. I just give you the homework first because if I give you the homework, you'll be putting more effort and more concentration for your class, okay children? Because you're going to follow your first sum and you're going to complete your second sum. So follow the first question carefully so that you can complete your homework question. Shall we start children? Okay, let's take on the question. Solve 2x square plus x minus 15 less than or equal to 0. So this is the question given to you. Solve 2x square plus x minus 15 is less than or equal to 0. So what are we going to do here is, we are going to find out the factors of it. Let's find out the factors. You know how to find out the factors, yes children? Let's use a T method and let's find out the factorization. I'll just do the factorization over here. If not in the rough column children, we have to show this. So be careful. So the number to be written on the top, you have to multiply the coefficient of x square and the constant term. So 2 into minus 15. What is 2 into minus 15? Minus 30. Yes, good. And what are you going to write down here? You have to write the middle term. What is the middle term? I'm not going to write the middle term. I'm going to write the coefficient of the middle term. So what is the coefficient here? It's 1. So I'll write here 1. I hope you are clear children. So 2 into minus 15. 2 into minus 15 gives you minus 30. And what is the coefficient here? It's 1. Minus 31. Okay. Now let us find out the multiples of 30. Or we have to express 30 as the product of two numbers. I'll write down here 30. Do not take the sign, just take the number 30. So 30 is written as 1 into 30, 2 into 15, 3 into 10, 5 into 6. I'll just list out some of the factors of it. 1 into 30, 2 into 15, 3 into 10, 5 into 6. Okay children, just see here carefully. Now we have to choose a number such that it satisfies both the condition. It should give the product as 30 and it should give the sum as 1. That is, product should be minus 30 and the sum should be 1. So now here, which are the numbers we can choose? Yeah, we can choose the number 5 and 6 because the difference of this number will be 1. Yes or no children? I'm going to write down here 5 and 6. Now the sum is not yet done. We have to write the appropriate sign for it. See children, I have told you that you have to see the sign of the number which is written on the bottom of T. It is 1. That means the sign of the bigger number is 1. Are you getting mine? The bigger number. So this we write the sign. Whenever we solve the integers, yes, whenever we add the integers, whenever we subtract the integers, we always write the sign of the bigger number. Yes children? So what does this mean? The number is positive. So this means that from this two number, the bigger number has a positive sign because I am getting the answer as positive. So 6 should be taken as positive and write down here minus 5. Let's check the answer. 6 into minus 5 gives you minus 30. 6 minus 5 gives you 1. Okay children? So we have found the numbers minus 5, 6. And one more thing we have to do, children. Yes, when we have the coefficient other than 1. We are not having a coefficient as 1, we are having the coefficient as 2. So whenever you have a coefficient other than 1, you have to divide by that number. This is a very, very important step that you have to do. You may miss this step. If you miss this step, everything goes wrong. So be careful. Just keep the step in your mind. Okay. So we are having a coefficient other than 1. So you have to divide by 2 for both the numbers. Divide by 2, divide by 2. Minus 5 by 2, 6 by 2. Clear, children? So I am going to write down the answer over here. So this is, the variable used is x. I'll write here x minus 5 by 2, x plus 3 less than or equal to 0. Are you clear, children? X minus 5 by 2, x plus 3 is less than or equal to 0. I'm just inserting here x, and this is plus 3 is 6 upon 2, I get 3. So that is x plus 3. So x minus 5 by 2, x plus 3 is less than or equal to 0. I hope the step is very, very easy and it's clear to you. Yes, children? Are you clear with this step? Okay, good. Now let us go for the further step. Now what are we going to do? Now we are going to write down the critical points. Write down. Critical points. Critical, okay, children? C-R-I-T-I-C-A, the critical points. Critical points are the points that we are going to plot on the number line. We have to plot on the number line, and we are going to, what is that? We are going to choose the values from that particular point. See, when I just go on explaining to you, you will be not having a better idea. So we will be doing the sums, and when we go on following the steps, I will tell you how or why are we using these critical points or where it is being used. So take down the critical points. The critical points are 5 by 2. You have to take a positive value, children. So it's 5 by 2 and minus 3. So like you have taken the zeros. So x minus 5 you get like this, yes. X minus 5 by 2 is equal to 0 means you get x is equal to 5 by 2, yes. Same way x plus 3 is equal to 0, you get x is equal to minus 3. So the critical points are 5 by 2. So do not forget to change the sign, children. So you get 5 by 2 and here you get minus 3. Where the factors vanish. Where the factors vanish means the answer you get is 0. You get the answer as 0. Where the factors vanish. So this is a place where you get the factors vanish. See, if I put here 5 by 2, I get a 0 answer. That means the factor is getting disappeared. It gets disappeared. Similarly, if I put here minus 3, what will happen? It gets disappeared. So what are the critical points? The critical points are, here we have got minus 5 by 2. Yes, children? So you have to just remember, you have to just change the sign. So minus 5 by 2 will turn to plus 5 by 2 and plus 3 will turn to minus 3, and these are the points where the factors will vanish, because if I substitute 5 by 2, I am going to get a 0 answer. Similarly, if I put minus 3 over here, I am going to get a 0 answer. So when I put this 2 value, the factors vanishes. This gets disappeared. Are you getting my point, children? I hope you are clear with the points. Okay. Now let us continue. So now what are we going to do is, we are going to draw a number line. So take down your scale and pencil. Draw a number line neatly, children. So these are the important things that you have to follow. You may have this question for 3 marks. Okay, children? Maybe 3 or 5 marks. Okay, so just draw a number line. I'll tell you what you have to write on the number line. Have you drawn a number line, children? Draw a number line. Okay. Now, what are you going to plot on the number line? That's a big question, yes? So, first of all, you have to take minus infinity and infinity. Never forget to plot minus infinity and infinity. So, infinity on the positive side and minus infinity on the negative side. Now you have to plot out the two critical points. What are the critical points we have got? We have got 5 by 2 and we have got minus 3. So just imagine where these 2 points are going to occur. So minus 3 is somewhat this side. So which is going to come on the left side? The minus 3. So put here minus 3 and somewhat here you are going to get 5 by 2. I am not going to take any other number. We are just going to focus on the infinities. That is, I am going to write the minus infinity and the infinity, and you are going to write on the critical values. So I have placed minus 3 on the left side. You know, negative number comes on the left side and the positive number comes on the right side. So I have just placed the numbers. Place the numbers carefully, children. Now, we will come to the number line later on. You have to draw one more table over here. Just draw the table neatly, children. Interval. You have to use your scale and your pencil. Draw the table. Draw the table. The first one is interval. The second one is sine of x minus 5 by 2. You get this from the factorization. Sine of x minus 5 by 2. Then sine of x plus 3. And sine of the whole question. That is 2x square plus x minus 15. Actually, this is an equation. And when you factorize this equation, you get these two factors. Yes, children? So you have to write sine of x minus 5 by 2 first. Then you have to write sine of x plus 3. And then you have to write down the original equation. That is sine of 2x square plus x minus 15. So just draw a table neatly, children. I hope your number lines are ready and you are drawing your tables now. Just do it, children. Nobody is going to draw the table with a hand. Okay, you are not going to draw your own designs. I don't want any designs. You are going to draw with your scale and your pencil. Draw the tables neatly, children. I hope you are ready. Shall we continue, children? Okay, come on, let's start with the sum. So here, the first thing, this is a very easy part. You know this all we have learning from our lower classes. As children, we have done a lot of factorization based on T methods. So you know how to do the T method. And then you have to find out the critical points. You get the critical points from the factorization itself. So I have just wrote the critical points, and after writing the critical points you have to draw the number line. So number line, remember, don't go on writing 0, 1, 2, 3. No, we don't want all the numbers. We're just going to focus on the critical points. So first of all you have to fill minus infinity and infinity, and after writing minus infinity and plus infinity you have to write on the critical points. So you have a negative number and you have a positive number. So negative number will be written on the left side and the positive number will be written on the right side. Yes, children? And also we have taken down the tables. So now let's fill the table. So how are we going to fill the table? So interval means you are going to choose a proper interval, like here, see, the first interval will be minus infinity to minus 3. So you are going to take this interval. You are not going to take a whole thing, you are just going to take part by part. The first interval will be minus infinity minus 3. Clear? What will be the second interval? Yes, good. Minus 3, 5 by 2. Okay. Third one, 5 by 2 to infinity. Do not use a closed bracket, you have to use an open bracket. So write down the interval. I hope you are clear with the first part, how to write the interval. So minus infinity to minus 3, minus 3 to 5 by 2, 5 by 2 to infinity. So these are the intervals that you are going to use. Okay. Now let us go for the sign of x minus 5 by 2. This is very easy, children. What are we going to do is, we are going to choose one number. Okay. So here I have minus infinity comma minus 3. So you are going to choose one number. You are going to choose one value. So see here, minus infinity minus 3. Yes, children. So what are the numbers present here? In this interval, what are the numbers present? Like minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7. Do you agree? So we have minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. It minus 4 is there, minus 5 is there. Yes or no? So we are going to choose a number. I'll choose minus 4. What number I'm going to choose? Minus 4. I'll put, let x is equal to minus 4. I'm going to choose minus 4 because the minus 4 is going to lie between minus 3 and minus infinity. Okay. So here we are only going to worry about the sign. Be careful, children. Just put your pens down and listen to me. This is a very important thing that you have to understand. So first of all, we have taken an interval minus infinity comma minus 3. So what we have done, we have just chosen a number. That is minus 4 is lying in this part. Yes, we know minus 4 is here, minus 5 is there. So I am going to just assume one number as minus 4. Okay. Now what are you going to do is, we are going to find out the sign. Remember, you are not going to find out the value. I don't want the answer. I don't want the value. I am only concerned about the sign. I just want to know what is the sign. So what I am going to do is, shall I rub this part, children? Okay. See here. So minus 4. So I'll put minus 4 here. In place of x, I'll put minus 4. So minus 4 minus 5 by 2. This is the question. I'm not going to solve this. I don't want to solve. What I'm going to do, I want to see the sign. Tell me what will be the sign, children. Minus minus plus, and you have to write the sign of the bigger number. Yes. So what will be the answer? Okay, if you want, I'll just solve and tell you. It's minus 8 minus 5 by 2 minus 13 by 2. Clear? So instead of solving, you just look at the numbers, minus minus. So the answer is going to be minus. When you have minus minus, answer is going to be minus. So I get here minus sign. Clear? I hope you're clear. Okay. Now let me check for the next one. Minus 4 plus 3. Tell me the sign. Minus plus minus. Okay. Which is a bigger number? 4 is a bigger number. What is the sign of 4? Minus. Yes. That is the answer. Yes. I'll get the answer as minus 1. So what is the answer? What is the sign of the answer? It is minus. I told you that we are going to see only the sign. So that just looking at the sum. Okay. By looking at the sum, minus 4 plus 3. We have two numbers. The bigger number is minus. So the answer is going to be minus. Yes. So I have written the sign minus because when I solve minus 4 minus 5 by 2, I am going to get a negative answer. When I solve minus and plus, I'll get a negative answer. Clear, children? Now here, this is what we are going to do directly. We are not going to put the value for x. Just think, 2 minus are there. 2 minus means you will have a plus. Minus into minus, plus. Minus minus, plus. I hope you are clear with the first interval. Yes. Clear, children? Okay, let's move for the next one. Okay, we have here minus 3, 5 by 2. So you are going to choose. So 5 by 2 means what, children? It's 2.5. Half of 5 is 2.5. So we can take any number. It's our choice. Shall I take 1? Okay, let x is equal to 1. I am going to choose the value for x as 1. Let us find out the sign. Okay, 1. So 1 minus 5 by 2. It's 2 minus 5. 2 minus 5 upon 2. So minus 3 upon 2. Yes, children? See here? 2 ones are 2 minus 5. So minus 3 upon 2. So minus. Next. X plus 3. This is clear one. Yes, when I take 1, I get 1 minus 5 by 2. So 1 minus 5 by 2 means 2 ones are 2, 2 minus 5. So it's minus 3 by 2. So I get a negative answer. Okay. Then I'll take here. So this 1 plus 3. See children? 1 plus 3. Both are positive. So when both are positive, you get a positive answer. That's no problem here. So I'll write here plus. Minus plus. Okay, what is the multiplication of minus into plus? Yeah, minus into plus is minus. Remember, when you have the same sign, you have to write the answer as plus. And when you have different signs, you have to put as minus. So minus plus minus. Okay. Let's come to the last part. 5 by 2, comma 50. So I'm going to take a number. Any number. I can take any number. It's 5 by 2 means I told you it's 2.5. So you can take x is equal to, let x is equal to 3. I just want you to complete the signs, do the work and give me the answer. I said that it is a very easy exercise and only 2 sums are there. But we have lot of things to do over there. Yes, children? Yes. I hope you are doing the work and you are ready with the signs. Shall we check the answer, children? Okay. So you have taken the value for x as 3. So here 3 minus 5 by 2. So 6 minus 5 upon 2. You get 1 by 2. Yes, children? So this is positive. Next, x plus 3. So 3 plus 3. It's going to be positive, no problem over here, positive. And we have 2 signs positive, we have 2 same signs. So we have to write down the sign here as plus. Plus into plus gives you plus. So we have completed the table. Now we have to come for the final statement. We have to write down the solution for this inequality. Let us write down the solution set over here. I'll write down here the inequality. So we have an inequality. Inequality means you have a less than sign, you have a greater than sign. You are not having only equal to sign. Yes, children, along with equal to, you have a greater sign or you have a less than sign. So you have to write down as inequality. You have to say this as the inequality. So the inequality 2x square plus x minus 15 okay. I'll just come to the table now. So we have to find out where is the inequality satisfied. So I am having 3 intervals. I have an interval over here, I have an interval over here, I have total 3 intervals. So we have to find out at which interval from this 3, at which interval is this inequality satisfied, where it is going to be lying, where this will be true. Yes. So see the condition, it's less than equal to 0. Children, what do you mean by less than or equal to 0? When I see, when we draw a number line, just imagine when we have a number line, this is 0 and these are the positive numbers and these are the negative numbers. Less than 0 means what? Yes. Less than 0 means it is coming on the left side. That means you get a negative answer. Whenever it is less than or equal to 0, you have to focus on the left side of 0. What we have on the left side of 0? We have a negative number on the left of 0. So from here, I'm not going to focus on these 2 parts. I have to see the last sign. So which interval gives you a number less than or equal to 0? Yes, good. You have to get a negative value. So where do you get a negative value? Here. Yes, children. So which is the interval? Yes, see. So what is the interval? Minus 3, 5 by 2. So write down minus 3, 5 by 2. Now here one question, which bracket to be used, whether to use a open bracket or whether to use a closed bracket. Children, when we solve the sum, okay, whenever we are using the table, always use a open bracket. Okay children, don't use a closed bracket over here. Do not use a closed bracket because we are choosing the intervals, yes. But when you come to the final part, you have to be careful with the brackets, whether you are going to use a closed interval or you are going to use an open interval. Now here we have the sign less than or equal to. I have told you, whenever we have less than or equal to, it means the numbers are included. So you have to write down here minus 3, 5 by 2. Because we have less than or equal to. Whenever you have less than or equal to, you have to write minus 3, 5 by 2. Clear children? Okay, so let me write the final statement. Therefore, solution set is minus 3, 5 by 2. This is the answer. So what is the solution set? Minus 3, 5 by 2. I hope you are clear with the sum. This is a very important question. Yeah, this question may be asked for 3 to 5 marks. So the question was solved. Just they have given you the heading as solved. And here they have used the inequality. Okay children? So whenever you have a question for solve and you have an inequality, try to use this method and get the answer. Okay? I hope you have taken down all the points. So what we have written, the inequality 2x square plus x minus 15 less than equal to 0 is satisfied. Where it is satisfied? It is satisfied in the interval minus 3, 5 by 2. I have told you why we use a closed bracket here, because less than or equal to is present. So you have to write down the final solution. So solution set is minus 3, 5 by 2. Clear children? I hope you are clear with the sums. Okay. Now let's come to the second sum. I am not going to do the second sum. I have already given you for homework. I am just going to give a small hint so that you can try out your second sum. Shall I rub the table children? Okay. Was it easy children? I hope you would have understood this sum, yes children. So you have to focus on the sign. That's all. Okay, what is the second question? The second question was minus x square. It's minus x square plus 3x minus 2 greater than or equal to 0. This is very, very easy. Actually here we have to write one step extra, that's all, and remaining everything goes same. I have told you, do you remember children, I have told you don't keep the first term as negative. Yes, when we solved the sums in the previous exercise, I have told you don't keep the first term as negative. Try to change the sign of the first term. Try to keep it as positive. So when you change the sign, you have to change everything, yes. You cannot change only the sign of the first term. You have to change the sign of all the terms. And when you change the sign, remember, you have to change the inequality also. Yes. So this is x square minus 3x plus 2 less than or equal to 0. So this is the new inequality. I am talking about question number 2. Are you clear children? So you may have a confusion. Oh, first sum was with positive, now second sum is negative. How to do the sum? Okay, that's all. I am just giving you a hint. So first of all, you change the sign. Once you change the sign, now you have a question similar to our question number 1. So you have to take the factorization, find the critical point, draw the number line, draw the table, find the answer. That's all. Very easy. Yes, children? Okay, good. I hope you can try out the sum. Okay, children? Okay. So now we are going to write down some points to remember before we go to exercise 2.6. And one more thing I have to give you for homework. I'll give you one homework. Otherwise, okay, we'll write the points to remember and I'll give you the homework. Otherwise, you may feel ma'am is, first ma'am is giving the homework. Okay, children? Okay, so I'll give the points first and then I'll give you the homework. You have some more homework, children? It's a very easy sum, yes, children? So you can go on doing as many sums, yes? All are interested? Very good. Okay, let's start with that points. Give the heading, you can just continue, no need to take a new page. Continue, points to remember. Give the heading, points to remember. This points will be useful for you in solving exercise 2.6. So for 2.6, you are going to deal with the polynomial function. So till now, that is in exercise 2.5, we were dealing with the quadratic function. Quadratic function means the degree was 2. The highest power was 2, like power, see here? The highest power was 2. So now we are going to deal with a power which is more than 2, a polynomial function. So you have the degree, you may have a degree greater than 2. Write down the definition. A function, you can refer page 64 for your points. Remember, I am going to take the points from page 64, children. So you can refer page 64. Under polynomial functions, you can see the highlighted terms over there. So I am going to write down that definitions only. A function of the form, again I say the page number is 64. If you refer page 64, you have to refer page 64. Take your book, refer page 64. You have to see the heading as polynomial function. You can see the heading over there, yes children? So below that you have some highlighted terms. So that is the point. A function of the form, P of x is equal to an x raised to n plus an minus 1 x raised to n minus 1 plus dot 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 plus a naught is called a polynomial function. So what's the first point? A function of the form P of x is equal to an x raised to n plus an minus 1 x raised to n minus 1 plus dash 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 plus a naught is called a polynomial function, which is defined from R to R. Which is defined from R to R. So it is going to be from R to R. Okay children? From real number to real number. So just remember the form of the polynomial functions. An x raised to n, an minus 1 x raised to n minus 1. So that means if you start from 5, this will be the fourth term, then it goes on. So till you get a constant term. So we can have any numbers. This is just the form. You have to remember the form. What is the form? An x raised to n. So it will be like this. A5 x raised to 5 plus n minus 1 means a4 x raised to 4 plus a3 x raised to 3. It goes till a0. So the polynomial will continue till a naught. I hope you have taken on the first point, children. Okay, let's go for the second point. Let's take the second point. We have finished the first point. A function of the form P of x, an x raised to n plus an minus 1 x raised to n minus 1 plus dash 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 plus a naught is called a polynomial function, which is defined from R to R. Okay, now write down the next point. You may have the definitions for multiple choice questions. Okay, so you have to understand and you have to learn all the definitions. Write down. A polynomial with degree 1 is called linear polynomial. So what is a linear polynomial? A polynomial with degree 1. When you have a degree 1, I have told you that polynomial. Actually we have studied that a degree 1, if degree 2 is, it's a quadratic, yes? And if you have a degree 3, you call it as cubic polynomial. And if it goes on that, you have to just say generally it is a polynomial. But here they have specified that if a polynomial is with a single degree, that is if the polynomial is having degree 1, you have to call it as a linear polynomial. Third point. A polynomial with degree 2 is called a quadratic polynomial. Already we have studied this, yes children, in the last exercise. A quadratic polynomial. Write down the point. A polynomial with degree 2 is called a quadratic polynomial. So if the polynomial has a degree 1, you have to call it as a linear polynomial. And if the polynomial has degree 2, or if the polynomial is with the degree 2, it is a quadratic polynomial. Okay, now let's go for the fourth point. A polynomial with degree 3 is called a cubic polynomial. Right. A polynomial with degree 3 is called a cubic polynomial. So we are writing all the different polynomials, children. So we have written linear polynomial, we have written quadratic polynomial, and also we have written cubic polynomial. And these are the terms that you have already learnt in your lower classes. So now we are going to deal with a new term. Let's go for the next point. Point number 5. A polynomial with degree 4 is called a polynomial with degree 4 is called what is it called? A quartic polynomial. A quartic polynomial. Quartic a polynomial with degree 4. So if you have a polynomial with degree 4, you have to call it as a quartic polynomial. Okay, done. Now let's go for the next one. A polynomial with degree 5. These are the new terms that you are learning, yes children. A polynomial with degree 5 is called a quintic polynomial. Quintal. Have you heard of the term quintal? Yeah, quintal kg, yes, quintal, this many quintals of wheat, quintals of rice. So this is called as quintic polynomial. So that was your point number 6. Yes. So we have studied the different polynomials with the different degrees. Let us have a small recap of the different polynomials. Okay. A polynomial with degree 1. A polynomial with degree 1 is called a linear polynomial. Children, you may feel that this is very easy, but if you are not just concentrating, you will make a mistake over here. You may be asked these different types for the multiple choice question. So you have to be thorough with the different polynomials. So just be careful, listen to the class properly and understand the different polynomials. Okay. So the third one, what is the next one? A polynomial with degree 2 is called a quadratic polynomial. If the degree is 2, it is called a quadratic polynomial. And if the degree, if a polynomial with degree 3 is called a cubic polynomial, a polynomial with degree 4 is called a quartic. What do you read it? Quartic. Q-U-A-R-T-I-C. Quartic polynomial. The last one, a polynomial with degree 5 is called a quintic polynomial. You just remember the term quintal. Quintal, 100 quintals. We have using that as a measurement, yes. So quintic polynomial. So we have covered some of the points under polynomial function. So now I have told you that I have some more homework for you, children. So what are you going to do? You are going to take down some more homework. Your homework is from exercise 2.6. I'll tell you what are the homeworks to be done. From exercise 2.6, you are going to take down the first question. Totally we have 4 questions over there in 2.6. So you will be doing the first one and the fourth one. Okay, children? So complete the first one and the fourth one. Are you getting my point? So what is your homework? Your homework is exercise 2.5, the second question that you are going to follow from your first sum. And the next thing is from exercise 2.6, you are going to complete the first question and the fourth question as homework. So we have 2 sums left in 2.6, children. And I'll be continuing with the remaining 2 sums in the next class.